We are so honored and so blessed to welcome each and every one of you on our weekly call tonight. We are Cindy and Jens Brentison. We are Senior Presidential Directors coming to you from St. Augustine, Florida. And what's so exciting about tonight is that we get to share about this amazing technology that we've been using for 3 years. Excuse me. And tonight we're going to introduce you to a couple that actually shared with us. They are our sponsors. And we know that some of you are on tonight for the very first time hearing about this amazing technology, this little teeny patch. And others of you have been using the patch for a while, seen some benefits, and it got you so excited that you went out and you shared with others, and they are on here tonight to join us. This is such a blessing, this little teeny patch, this technology, because it is a blessing that keeps giving and giving in so many ways. And we're going to talk about that tonight.
Okay, guys, you still have time to text one more person. And do you have your notepad and your pens ready? I do.
Yep, I do
All
too.
right. All right. This may just look like a little sticker, but there's some amazing technology behind this.
That's right.
And you're going to hear tonight an overview of the technology and the scientists behind it. And you also learn there's an opportunity attached to this that you can take advantage of if you desire. Guys, this is so simple. It's just that simple. We can't wait to help you. We can't wait to meet you, and you and your family, so you can get your story too.
Yeah, we're literally every day, the opportunity and privilege we've had to meet new people has been incredible. Not only are we getting to build relationships, lifelong relationships, but the other thing is we're having the privilege to, just the things that have come from this, to travel the world. So here we go. We are going to bring before you, we're so grateful.
So let us introduce you to our team leaders who are also our family. They are the creators of This Is It team. That's our team. And so what an honor it is to have them with us tonight. So shut off any distractions, anything that may, get your attention besides this. Listen as they impart their experience and wisdom that can change your journey, just like it has ours and countless others. So Gina and Steve Merritt, Elite Senior Presidential Directors, thank you for being with us tonight. Take it away.
We love you.
Hey, guys, fired up. Tonight is the night, guys. I'm telling you what, we are so on fire. Yes, we are, and we are blessed to be with you and honored to be with you.
Gotta welcome all the new folks that are on here and whoever invited you, man. They think so much, so highly of you. They don't want you to miss this incredible technology that is allowing us to feel better than we've ever felt in our entire life. I mean, we're 62, 63, and we're just like gunning it. Got more energy and excitement because of what we got our hands on in this technology that we're wearing. So we're going to share a quick presentation for everyone. What's exciting if you're brand new is right after the presentation, we're just going to give you a little bit of a highlight of what to do and how to do it. So as soon as you sign up, you'll know exactly what to do. But make sure you get yourself signed up as fast as you can with the person that brought you on here. We're so blessed to be on here with Cindy and Jens, and it's amazing what we got our hands on. We don't want to have any one of you miss out of this incredible opportunity.
Absolutely. And with the leadership that you have with Cindy and Jens, come on, they're at the top rank. They know what they're doing. They know exactly where they're taking you. They're guiding you, leading you. And it is a lot of fun, guys. It's a lot of fun. But we're going to be talking about this. For those of you who are new, this is called X39. It is absolutely incredible. And there are 30 of these tiny little patches right in this. We call this a sleeve. So get this. This is the exciting part before we get into the opportunity. This is our overhead, $199 a month. So wake up, get fired up, because listen, it doesn't matter what income we make. Oh, it's big. This is our overhead forever. We are so excited. So let's get into a little slide presentation real quick, just to give you a quick overview. We have a website that you can go on once we finish the opportunity, or the training rather. Sorry, he
guys,
slides together.
I want you to see this because These are the 27 friends we've helped make $1 million. So if you're on here for tonight for the first time, some of them were only in for a year. They already made $1 million. Some of them been in for the 36 months we've been in, $1 million. Cindy and Jens are in there. We want you to be part of it. More people are praying for an opportunity ever in the history that I've ever seen in my life. We got 36 months. Wanted to make sure that you knew that you can make a lot of money. This isn't some small time thing. Jens wouldn't even be in if this was a small time.
And I love that picture because it shows the energy, the fire, the community.
Look at it again.
The energy, the fire, the community that we have with this team. I'm telling you what, they're on fire because they know that they're going to have a lot of their friends, family, acquaintances on that stage at the next
guys,
event.
if you ever had your own business, Jens has had many, many businesses, right? Wouldn't you like to reward the people that are in business with you what they're really worth?
That's right.
These guys making millions. I mean, think about this. And how many would you like to have more friends? You wonder why we got so many friends. Every time you help a friend make $1 million, you basically got another best friend. This is fun. So
absolutely.
I just wanted to give that word picture. We're putting 1 million people on our team. Here you go.
So, hey, if you haven't been patched, don't worry. We're going to get you patched. We're going to get you enrolled, better than that, because listen, as you age, your stem cells die off. So, hey, we want you to be healthy, active, have a great life. So we're going to get you enrolled at the very end.
Hey, this is David Schmidt. He's become our friend. We had no idea who this person was 38 months ago. We met him. He said that he could keep up with us if we started promoting these X39 patches. We've took the company from 100 million to 600 million. Just think about it. Even if you promote the company, they better keep up with logistics. But because they manufacture their own patches, we have been able to not miss or have a hiccup of the delivery of the product. He started doing research on stem cells. It's the hottest topic on the street. Came up with this X39 technology. He's been working on the patch technology since the 1990s, but the X39 has only recently been launched just of July 2022. Here's the patent. It's got to do what it says. Here's the genius of David. The light from your body mirrors this patch made up of sugars and salts formulated from organic plants. Go to it. That's all it is. And that it elevates your copper peptide, reactivates your very own stem cells. The difference between this and an injection is it's cheaper, only $99 a month instead of tens of thousands of dollars. And it goes to every organ in your body except for just the joint that it was put in. That's why the testimonies bring you to tears.
That's right.
It's so emotional.
Absolutely. Here's how the X39 works. Now, when he does his patent, he has two different groups of people. Some wear it behind the neck, which you'll see. Some wear it below the belly button. But this is all of the testimonies that people are claiming they have. Now, Steve and I have every single one of those. But listen, I did not get a testimony. When I started wearing the patch, I was 60 years old. Steve was 59. And I did not get a testimony for 6 weeks. But I kept wearing the patch. Now I have every single one on this slide. It's amazing. I'm going to just point out 3 that to me are big game changers for my personal self. Energy and vitality is off the chart. Mental clarity, I cannot believe the mental clarity that I have in the improvement of sleep. I always struggled with sleep. So listen, the longer you wear the patch, meaning like months and years, we are up on 39 months wearing the patch. The more we keep getting testimonies. So the longer you wear it, meaning years and months, the more you get. That is an amazing testimony right there.
Guys, after you share it, you just point to this website. So if you're brand new tonight, you don't need to know anything. You just point to the website. If you learn to how this business is put together, this industry, it's a lot simpler than a normal career or job. Normally, you have to know and learn everything. Here, the more you know, the slower you go. So you just point to the resource. You don't have to be the resource, so nobody's scared that they need to know anything. I negotiated my way out of high school, told the teachers, if you don't pass me, I'm coming back. That's how I became a world champion. But people that negotiate their way out of high school don't like homework. They don't like to study. They want an easy way out. If you're looking for something easy, this is, but you got to get your head in the game and understand, don't talk. It's very difficult for people to do. I don't like to talk. I like to save my energy, so I just point. This is it info. You do your own research, but I'm moving on. If you don't do it, I'm going to find someone else tomorrow. And I have never seen in the last maybe 3 weeks, I have never seen so many people looking in their life. It's actually ramped up. that they know they need another stream of income. And if you are not out there, we are, Cindy and Jen's are, we're going to find the people, probably your neighbor or your cousin. So make sure you're talking to the people that's happening. This is a little recap of what's going on with the company. It's like the 20-year best kept secret, mostly promoted by doctors for 18 years before Gina and I, Cindy and Jen's, and this team came into play. So what happens is the company kind of basically was at 20 million for 18 years. Then they came up with the X39 just before we started, had a little bump, and we took it over to $600 million, making up over half of the company's volume, because nobody promoted how to build the business before we started, because they were doctors just kind of working it with their patients. But that's interesting. It's that good that the doctors were promoting it.
Yeah.
So this is exciting. They've kept it now they've kept the #1 momentum rank in multiple circles. This is just one company that tracks these for over a couple years now.
Yeah.
That means because if you don't build it the proper way, it crashes. So Gina and myself and our team has a free system that creates all these people that are winning and succeeding. We can't promise you anything, but Guy didn't go to school, me. So if I could do it, you could do it. God's got a sense of humor, proving that if I can do it, you can do it. And because so many people are winning, that is what solidifies the business. If only one person's winning, it's very easy for it to crash. But this one, month after month, year after year, has been hitting the #1 momentum rank. Now, what's exciting for you is when we started, we were the guinea pigs. Cindy, Jens, Gene, and I, our teams.
Yeah.
Why do I mean by that? Because nobody knew a LifeWave. It was nowhere on the radar. So everyone's maybe it's going to work, whatever. You see the graph, we were down at 100 million. Now we're at 600 million and we're #1. This is a story for you.
Yeah.
You could, and nobody knows about it. Okay, here's how you find out if you're new tonight. Go to the grocery store. It's still early, right after we're done. And you can look around. We wear the patch. I think you can see it on the screen. Can you see it? It's right there above the collar, just so people can see it. Okay. So it's very non-threatening. We're wearing what we're talking to you about. But if you grab a cart so you don't look silly and go around the grocery store, if nobody's wearing a patch, it's wide open in your town.
Yeah.
This is telling you how big this opportunity is. Okay, again, we talked about this. This is just a word picture. After we talked to our friends, our best friends, they came over to our house, a carpenter, they owned a construction company for their entire life. They said they were tired of swinging a hammer. So I don't know what you want, but whatever you want, this is why you build it. So
that's right.
He said, I don't want to swing a hammer, and I got a little bit of a bum ankle. We put the patch on his ankle. The next day, he said it went away. So now he's at the highest rank. They even had to make a new rank for our teams because we know what we're doing. Remember I said, because nobody knew, and anyone not on our team still doesn't know what they're doing, they didn't realize that it's so easy that they had to make new ranks for all of us. So these are our meeting we had after the first year, and everyone is learning how to build their LifeWave business to promote X39. But they're in it for their own dreams. So the two things that we're teaching that you have to learn to teach, very simple. Stem cell awareness, nobody knows their stem cells are going dormant. And second of all, how to duplicate your efforts, because today's economy does not allow, and it keeps skyrocketing. Jens will agree with me. We don't know where this is going to end. I mean, it could be double to go out to dinner next year than this year. But if you duplicate your efforts to the point of these thousands of people, your pay goes so high that it's embarrassing how much money you make. I mean, you just, if you ever went to work, say, I love my career, but I feel like they're not paying me what I'm worth. This, you will be blown away. Right. But you have to duplicate your efforts, and we have to teach it because no one's been taught this by their professors. They only teach you how to have a job or a profession. As long as you're there, you get paid. But here, they keep building their business. Even if you can't be there, they keep building and the money keeps coming in and you can't stop it. Is that a good thing?
It's a great thing. So, hey, we're not sure what you're looking for. More time with your family, security, travel. Yes, we've got a Bahamas cruise coming up, baby. And better health and less debt. So for Steve and I, that was what was the trigger for us. We want more time with our family. We wanted to have more money in the bank for security. Of course, better health. We love to travel. Come on, I'm a retired Delta flight attendant. And our goal this year is to get everyone out of debt who locks arms with us, and let's go, because it is happening right before our eyes. It's amazing.
Okay, here's the Bahamas cruise. They just made it easier today.
Yes.
So anyone can, there was just a live by Andy and Mandy Hosier on our Facebook page. You can learn how easy it is now to get on this Bahamas cruise. I mean, we might have 2,000 qualifiers because they're giving us 2 weeks. It's insane. He was actually showing you that if you signed up on the 18th of October, the promotion goes till the 19th with this new enhancement of easier, you could actually qualify in 1 day. So you got to go on there and watch this. Andy and Mandy, they explain it, but it is wild. I'll go over a couple things, but because it's double the points of the enrollments, it's incredible what you can do. We're giving you
at the dock.
Hey, before I go into the plan, I just wanted to tell you something. I got a quick testimony. We had a recent family on my side of the family. Now, Gina called her sisters, and all of them got in, and they're all at the highest rank. Okay, I called my brother and my 2 sisters, and nobody signed up. They actually said, you're crazy. So I had this wedding of my nephew just recently, and all the family members showed up. Now, I've been wearing this for 38 months, so I got a little bit of experience of long-term wearing the patch.
Yep.
Okay, I'm the oldest in my family. And these kids of mine that are not my kids, but my siblings, they looked old. I mean, old, and they were slow, tired. Now, I don't know if it's the money or the patch, okay? But they looked old and tired. So I've got proof. I'm going to make a post and show the pictures, and you guys can look at it and see what you think. But I'm telling you that I got proof that this thing keeps you young and motivated and fired up. If you like that idea, if you want to get old and you don't want to get slow, then that could be you. But if you want to stay vibrant for your kids, I also want to tell you that this $1 million belt is very interesting. I got mine right here. Okay. Now this again, I know there's a bunch of new people, but you shouldn't be afraid of making $1 million if you're going to get in business with us, right? You actually set a precedence with your kids and your grandkids. I got 7 of them. I just had a 1-year-old party. Cindy and Jens was here with us, right? And all my other grandkids were here, but my 11-year-old, this guy showed up, saw the belt on the mantle, and he right away said, because he knows how to read, obviously, I knew Pop was a millionaire. I knew he was a millionaire. I knew he was rich.
It's a true story.
Point is that you're sharing and you're just showing, and you're making you're showing what they can do. I mean, they see us work. I'm not saying we're not doing anything. We're right here helping, making things happen. As a matter of fact, Hayden is on here, my friend, and his friend, reached out to him yesterday, a very successful business person, tired of doing all the effort that it takes, Jens is an entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur, and he knows how hard conventional business is. And he said, Steve, I am all in. Tell me what, and I gave him all the tips that I recently learned that I'm sharing with you tonight.
Yep.
And it's exciting because you get to bless other people. Not only am I helping Hayden, I'm helping Paul. I'm helping the other people above. So when you get in, you basically are in your own business. You sign up as to how many of these sleeves, a month's supply, 3, 6, or 20, right? I picked the 20, and everyone that picked the 20 is making millions. If they didn't pick the 20, they're not making the millions. So at least it sets the pace. Now, when you buy a franchise, you have to do what they say. Here, we're just giving you advice of what the people are doing. Then you're in the business, you build a right team and a left team. Once you put your friend Mike on one side, Matt on the other, everybody goes underneath everybody. So everyone is underneath everybody. Even though all the guests tonight don't know who's who, you get paid as the sleeves go up, the right leg and the left leg, the volume, the computer calculates and they pay you every week. By the way, they haven't missed paying anyone for 20 years every week. Us, Cindy and Jen, Gina and I, we've got paid for over 38 months every week. There's no generational cap. They only cap you when you hit the 25,000 a week. And we know this. We have multiple people. We've lost track that have hit it. So our goal is to get you there if you like. Now, if you got a bunch of other people calling you saying, hey, I want to help you get to 25,000 a week, then do not worry. You could go pick one of them if you like them better. But if you don't have anyone else, you got us. Now, this is an unlimited income bonus. And we don't want to go back to the other one because we're making this much. Now, I come from Wisconsin where people are very complacent. And if I can get excited about this, but when I had my Datsun, some of you don't even know what one is, I was happy. You got to be happy where you're at because that attracts the people.
That's
So
right.
don't be like frustrated or jealous. Just say, hey, I got hope that I can get out and go where I want to go.
That's good.
But this just means more money. But if you don't get excited about $1.3 million, there's no reason to go past that. Here's how we get signed up.
Yep. So there's 3 different packages, as you can see: the core on the left, the advanced in the middle, the premium on the right. We got in on the premium package. Now, if you decide to get in and you say, listen, I just cannot swing the premium is the best package. It's the best discount, very low. And it also includes 2 months of monthly subscription, which is amazing. So that's why it is such a great deal. It is the best package. But you say, listen, I just don't have that money. I don't even have the space on my credit card. I'm going to get in with advance. Great. That's the smart thing. You're getting in. You're not waiting to get the money for the premium package. Just get in. So what happens is, just say next week, next month, next year, you decide to yourself that you want to upgrade your package. All you're going to do is pay the difference between the advanced and the premium. You pay the difference. That's amazing that they allow that for us to do. So you don't have to buy the whole premium package. So once you do get the premium package, that's the biggest package you can get. That's it. All you have then is your monthly subscription. That's why it's so powerful.
Now, the great thing about the premium is you also get your 2 sleeve subscription paid for 3 months as you get in. Now, you get the sleeves up front, but they make sure they calculate so you don't have to have them on until 3 months.
What's it? 2 months, sorry.
Well, it includes the first month that you sign up. So a total of 90 days. They push your auto ship 90 days out. But remember, the greatest thing is that this is just our overhead. Our overhead for the 2 sleeves. So you really want to get the 2 sleeve subscription. We're setting you up to be one of those millions that are in the business. If you're like that kind of person. Now, it's first, you're going to start making 100 a week, 500 a week, 1,000. How fast do you want to move up the chart? The great thing is when someone's done it, you can learn from the other people.
That's exactly
but
right.
One sleeve only gives you $100 a week, and it's only for one person. So the way this company puts this together is you're on 2 sleeve, like Gina said. It's she's getting her stem cells reactivated. I am.
Yeah.
So this is our own product. Like if you were going to go to the health food store and get something, but that's your only overhead is your product.
Right.
And we have a multi-million-dollar business with the same overhead as we did when we started, which was the product that we needed to get our testimony anyway. So don't make this complicated, but don't procrastinate.
Yeah.
If you're on here as a guest, sign up now so that you can start. Like we said, everybody's going to get signed up underneath everybody. Nobody knows the people underneath them, but they get paid for those people. I've never heard of that in sales.
So whoever invited you on here tonight will be your sponsor. Congratulations. But we lock arms together. Our team is called This Is It Team because why? This is it, guys. And you know what? Hey, we are here to deliver hope. We have enrolled people that have never done network marketing before. We have enrolled people that have done network marketing before, and everyone is blown away. We actually just got off the phone with a gal that we met in Vail, Colorado, just answering a few questions as she's filling out her enrollment form. Listen, keep it simple. The product works. We have how many people in our organization now?
Almost 500,000.
Almost 500,000. So that shows you right there that the product works. Come on. There's nothing out there like this with this technology. And for $3.30 a day to wear this life-changing product, let me tell you what, it's amazing. But listen, the income is off the charts. So listen, the patch doesn't treat, cure, heal, diagnose. And I don't know your work ethic, how you it stuck to my finger. I don't know your work ethic in making income, but listen, I know mine. If you lock arms with me, you're going to win, even if I have to drag you to the finish line. So, hey, what a blessing it is. This is the opportunity plan. Now we are going to completely shift into a quick little training. And if anybody has questions, we can answer them at the end. But hey, hang on. Do not leave. If you're brand new, you want to see how simple this is to build a residual income around the world for such a low startup fee.
Okay, so for 38 months, we've been reading the same slides. We didn't even have a slideshow back then, but we put one together. We just read the exact same thing. Everybody reads the same thing. And you see how quick that was, and you just read the slides. So I don't know if you have any wondering what do, whoever contact you
Yeah.
said they've got this technology that reactivate your stem cells. Did you know your stem cells are going dormant? None of us knew. Remember, I told you I didn't know. I haven't found anyone in 38 months, including the doctors. I've even asked the doctors, why don't you tell us that our stem cells in our brain are going dormant? We'd like to know. And they said, because they don't teach us that in school.
It's true. It's true.
So I'm educating the doctors, and I never went to school. Interesting. So anyways, this is what we've done. And we just call the people up, say, hey, because you don't want them dormant and you didn't know, neither do your friends, that screams opportunity. Jens will tell you, as a business serial entrepreneur, you look as a business person, where's a problem and what's the solution? So there's two problems. People are broke and people don't have their stem cells, they're going dormant. So we help them understand about stem cell awareness and how to generate more income. And they got to duplicate themselves. I mean, when the husband and wife are both working, first of all, it's not a life you want. You want a life that you could do the things that you want to do when you want to do it. I mean, Cindy and Jens have traveled the world.
That's right.
They've done incredible, fun, memory type things their entire life. You want to be around these kind of people that want to help and bless you. When are you going to have a serial entrepreneur or somebody like Gina and I that want to help mentor you make this happen? So it's up to you where you want to go, but this is all we do. You got to understand that this is very simple. Somebody said to me that it's in Hayden's team. I've got to talk to him again, but he mentioned that he's very busy. This is actually made for busy people, okay? And if the busier you are, the more you relate to the people, and everybody is busy. I mean, who do you think we're really looking for? Somebody that's sitting on the couch eating Doritos, doing nothing? I mean, they're going to do nothing here. We're not looking for that person. I hope you're busy because you're going to be able to bump into people. It took me 10 seconds. I got a technology, reactivate stem cells. You know they're going dormant? No, neither did I. Because of that, everyone needs it. Nobody knows it screams opportunity. That was 5 seconds. Now I'm looking you in the eye because if you're a busy person, you could see if the guy is looking that he wants his stem cells active, you even ask him, would you like your stem cells reactivated? Because you still have them. They just fell asleep and you want to make a lot of money. And if they look down, you go to the next one. I mean, you're only exposing this every day. Now, if you knew that you could make millions. Like when we got in, the checks were this big. Now the checks are this big, this big, okay?
Yeah.
If you knew you could make millions, okay? And we're not talking 1 million, we're talking millions, okay? And it was proven. Now we can't promise you anything, like Gina said, the disclaimer and everything. I'm assuming that you like to make, my grandkids also said, do you wear that to the grocery store?
Say to you, why don't you wear that instead of your back brace?
Yeah. So
one more week left.
So they say, do you wear that to the grocery store? Anyways,
Get a videotape.
You gotta have fun too. It's not all about just knowing everything. I mean, you could know everything. The reason why the doctors didn't build big is because they are very knowledgeable but stiff. You know, you're looking for people that smile, that laugh, that, hey, you know what? We know you don't want to be on this Zoom, but for this kind of money, you're on the Zoom. You know what I mean? Like, we're not stupid. We know that nobody wants to do something different, but it's this easy. Now, if you're saying, no, it's not, you just haven't talked to enough people. I mean, put it this way. It took me I've said this story before, but I was just thinking it before I came on here because I really want to help everybody. I took 1,000 falls to learn one trick, one of the hardest tricks to learn to become a world champion. Then you have to have about 15 tricks for a 15-second pass down and 15 other tricks. That was only one trick. But I never counted the falls. Like, the only reason I counted them was, later on, or I just wanted to kind of calculate average how many falls I took to learn it. But when I was in the game, I'm not counting how many falls. I don't care how many falls. I'm going to learn the trick.
No, you were always saying, I'm closer. I'm going to get it. I'm going to nail it tomorrow.
So this is the same way this works. It's like when you know that you have the potential and the opportunity, that you went to the grocery store, no one's wearing X39. Nobody knows. Talk to anyone. You know what X39 means, and nobody knows. When you know that you got your hands on something this big, wouldn't you do everything you got to get there? I mean, you did it for your career. You stopped everything to get educated to make $40,000 or $50,000 to start. Now maybe you're at 100. I don't know. Maybe you're at 300. Point is that you still you're stuck there. You can't be able to do whatever you want to do when you want. So Point is if you knew that freedom was there, would you give it everything you got, and would you talk to as many as you had? I mean, we teach. Okay, you want to say something? Or you want me?
Yeah, no. I'm gonna just show a couple things real quick. Okay, real quick. This was last month's book of the month, Pastor Ted Shuttlesworth Jr.'s book, Further Faster. First of all, listen, we all should be reading, because why? It makes you more relatable. It keeps you on your game. So this book was last month. If you haven't read it, I highly encourage you to read it. And this is this month's book. She's actually part of the staff at the church, and he forwarded it, Pastor Ted Shuttlesworth. I am the vision. Listen, you got to visionize where we're going and what we're doing. But everybody comes from a different home. Everybody's raised different. Everybody has different occupations. We're all different nationalities. So listen, we got to get on our game. You want to win. This is one thing that we have realized, that these book of the months, you might say, oh, I hate reading. You know what? You hate reading. At least read 15 minutes a day. Just
guys, you think the kid that negotiates way out of high school likes to read? And when you read this month's book of the month, you're going to see, and you watch my presentation from Next Level, you'll see it's all from that.
That's right. That's
again,
right.
If you know you can make millions by reading a little bit every day, you do it. So don't take lightly what we're saying.
Right by the toilet.
We got a formula for success. Most people, after they get out of college, I'm talking 90% never pick up a book ever again. All you're trying to do is just what you call one up, or just get ahead of the competition. Nobody's reading, so you read. I'm not saying you want to do it. I'm just saying that it's the formula to make it happen.
Yeah.
So here's the websites that we use. This is the website for the prospecting on the left. Our training is on the right. If you can't sleep tonight, start listening and watching, but only on your unproductive time, and only when you can't talk to people, because you want to start putting everything in you got. Real quick, I already told you, you're excited. You talk about a technology that nobody knows about. Everybody needs it because they don't know their stem cells are going dormant. And because of that, it screams opportunity. That's it. It's the same script that I've used when I called Cindy and Jen's 38 months ago. Point to This Is It info. Watch the first video so they can see. All right. And then you send them the order form, because you said to them, do you want your stem cells active and you want to make money? And I'm going to teach you how to make money, because we're using this technology because it's so superior. The doctors are saying it's the biggest medical breakthrough they've seen in 40 years. No one has it. We have it. So you see, I'm going straight. I'm talking because we have this opportunity. I'm looking to see, do you want to make some money?
Yeah.
So you see, now again, someone might say, well, do you really care about people? Yeah, we're patching more people than anyone has, because all of our people are promoting it. Remember, the doctors, they're only keeping it a secret with their patients. That's selfish. This is not a selfish talk. I want you to tell as many people as you can about this technology. So understand that. Now, I want to share you with this. This is actually an 18-minute video that has the story that I just showed, that little 3-minute video, and then Gina and I showing the opportunity. Why am I sharing this with you? Because our strategy is this, the pro strategy, 20 right and 20 left. What do? You set a goal that minimum you're going to talk to 5 people a day. Our pastor, when we told him this, said, oh my gosh, that is so wimpy. Wimpy. Like, if you're going to make millions,
oh my goodness,
would you really only talk to 5 people?
Okay, Ted.
Now, it's amazing how people, when they wear the patch and the energy we have, but they get tired. I don't know. I think it's more their daily activities or whatever they got going on. Or maybe they're like me. They think about it all day, but they're not doing it. That's what I started to do. And then you get nervous and you are worn out, but you never said anything.
Yep.
I don't know where it's at. But once you get in the momentum of talking to people, Cindy can back me up on this. When you're in the hunt of doing the activities, we call them income generating activities, where you basically patch, revisit, point to the opportunity. These are the income producing opportunities, and you sign them up.
Yep.
So basically you're patching or calling or talking to somebody. I'm not saying sticking them on, I'm just talking to them, but we use patch because we want to say pro. I love the word pro. Revisiting is following up with the people that didn't cross their arms or roll their eyes back, and we point to the opportunity. But you're only exposing them. It took me 10 seconds to talk. How many times can I say it for 10 seconds and look to see? Or hear on the phone, you know, if they get quiet, they don't want to have active stem cells or make more money. I mean, maybe somebody that didn't go to school has a little more street smarts. Like I can tell pretty quick if you're not interested. And then you point to the opportunity. What I am saying here is that people are busy. So I want to give you a little bit of insight that you've got to figure out a way to get this done. This is too big for you to miss.
That's right.
So if tonight, like right after we're done, there's going to be an opportunity. The couple is off the chart. If you're brand new, call a friend and get them on. My friend Al, his wife Sherry, they're from Canada. They are incredible. They got a house in Mexico, and he was a Zamboni driver. Some of you don't even know what one is. They clean the ice in between the hockey quarters, okay? And he can play hockey. Believe me, I just fake it. I can't play it, but I always want him on my team. Golf. And he can golf. He's a 5 handicap. And he's been retired for years because of this industry. So point is that we have got our hands on incredible teaching. You just put them on there. He's going to say the same thing I did and sponsor your friend, but you got to get them on. So that's what the opportunities are. We have a schedule, basically Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon. And then on Saturday, we have training. But some people can't make it at 8 o'clock tonight, and then we have one at 10 o'clock. I mean, if they can't make it at 8 or 10, they probably aren't interested. I'm trying to help you out. Stop thinking people are interested if they're not. You got to go through people to find people that are interested, that want their stems. I mean, if I knew, first of all, when somebody tells me about something that can reactivate their stem cells, and you know that you're 59 and you don't even know they go dormant, and you probably only got 2 actives left.
Yep.
I want them on now. Where's the Zoom? Okay. So if they push off and can never get on the Zoom, then they probably aren't interested. But I've got another little zinger for your pocket. Okay. And that's what I showed you here. If you go to This Is It Team and go to step number 6, you'll see our opportunity Zoom, right? You can click on that, and we've got we explain, just like we did just now tonight, a little bit quicker. And we have the 3-minute video. So they watch the video, and then they see exactly what they do, and they tell you exactly. So what you do is you call me up and say, hey, when do you have 30 minutes, tonight or tomorrow? You make it very persistent that it's quickly and urgent that we meet. If they start pushing you off again, like if I was with you, if you were calling me, I might say, hey, Jens, I'm busy tonight, tomorrow, but the next day I'm free at 8 o'clock. Okay, great. We'll talk then. So then you say, right before you get them on, you need 30 minutes. You tell them that you just sent them a video. We're going to watch it. I want you to watch it. We'll be on the phone with you. And you can hear that it's playing. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as it's done, you help them and you say, hey, what do you like about it? What do you see that you like? You don't talk about anything negative. You say, what do you like? Obviously, you'd like your stem cells reactivated, right? You know, and then, hey, there's a lot of money here. You want to make are you interested in making more money? I have 38 months of experience, like first mover advantage for you that are new. I've never seen a time where more people are looking for another stream of income. So this is like what I got in 4 days. I told Gina, this is like dialing for dollars, and it still is. I mean, we're meeting people. I'm telling you, I got 3 weeks of kind of insight. I've never seen a time where people are looking even more. Now they're even looking more. But if you don't look for them, we're going to find them. So, but this is a way for you to have us explain for you. And you're partnered up with us. You know us now. We're partnered with this couple. They're the #1 couple in the entire company. And they did it in like months. Like in 24 months, we were #1. So now we've been holding it for another year, but it was less than 24 months. So, and I'm not bragging. I'm giving God the credit. I'm just saying that you're partnered up with us. And you know what? We gave everybody else like an 18-year head start and passed them up. So we only got, 35, 36 months of a head start for you. So you easy can pass us up. We're not saying that we can't be. We want to help you pass us up, kind of like your boss does not. Okay? So you see how now you've got a crutch that you can watch them right there, and then you can say, let's get you started with the application and sign them up. Cindy and Jens have met people recently, just like days ago, at restaurants or at retail places where somebody overheard her and they signed them up right then. Don't be afraid. You got to expect that they're going to get in. Like, why wouldn't you want your stem cells reactivated? And why would you want to live with dormant, dead stem cells? And why wouldn't you want to make $25,000 a week? I mean, you've got to be like questioning. That gives you confidence because you're like, I can't even grasp that somebody wouldn't want this. So think about any career you know. If you followed us around, you would want to live our lifestyle. And this is what we want to help you get to. So it's up to you, but I'm just giving you like a crutch, part of the contacting that you can use to get them on. We were going to talk to you a little bit about contacting, but I'll give you a little heads up. I'm not very good at starting a conversation, but I know that I can't achieve my dreams if I don't. So I put my dream in front of me. Where do I want to go? And I open my mouth. And I'm very bad at it. If you forget everything, I just remember stem cells and opportunity. And my friend Andy, who's like got 6 of elites, so they had to make these new ranks. He's an elite. He's got about 6 of underneath him. He overheard a conversation of another guy talking about stem cells, promoting the X39 to somebody else. And he overheard it and said, I don't mean to eavesdrop, but I heard you say stem cells. Any way you could tell me I got a locked shoulder or whatever? I'm kind of open and looking for that. And he was told, and he's one of our biggest team members, and he never got prospected. He prospected himself. That's how people are looking. Now, he took a year before he even decided to build. Think about this. There's a lot of people that would quit and they don't stay consistent. And now he's one of the number 1 teams on the This Is It team.
Absolutely.
So, and he just did a live, by the way, about how to get on the Bahamas cruise. So go on to the Facebook team, the Facebook This Is It team page tonight
And watch the live.
That's on there. But I want to just say that the reason why I just said that was you don't have to be perfect, but I do say the same thing every time. I'm launching. Make the word launch. You have to say launch a technology that recently was patented that reactivates your own stem cells. Do you know anything about stem cells? Everyone knows they need to be kind of healthy. Okay. Well, they make up every organ in your body. And as you age, your stem cells become dormant. Did you know that? No, nobody knows this. So then I say, hey, you don't want yours dormant, do you? No, you want them active? Yes. Now, because nobody knows about it, it screams opportunity. There's a lot of money. You build it similar to a franchise. You can start on a credit card. Do you want to make some serious money? If they get nervous and jerky, I'm moving to the next person. I'm sorry, I'm going to send them this as an info, but they're telling me that they're afraid to make money. So we're looking for people, but I want you to go back. If you've been in for a while, now if you're brand new, you're ready to go, but you can at least keep track. You should talk to 5 people a day, which my pastor said is wimpy, is about 35 people a week. I want you to look back and see, where's my 35 contacts this week? Now, if you're married, that means 70, okay? Usually the wife has got it done by 10 o'clock and is helping us find people and guide us to people, all right? But seriously, we didn't know when Jens and I signed up that there was this much money on the table. You are leaving millions on the table. That should make you nervous and jerky.
Especially with the new promo that we are all going to be on the cruise. Guys, we're going to give you a couple scenarios of what we just recently did ourselves. So as we are in Vail, Colorado, we're sitting at a restaurant. I'm going to give you step by step. We're sitting at a restaurant. This 2 women come and they sit next to us. The room was starting to fill up. It was a convention for a business. They were having a game plan for the end of the year. So we're sitting there. It is loud. It is crazy, busy. So this two gals are sitting next to me, and I'm like, "Oh, hi, girls. You guys live here?" And they're like, "Yeah, we actually do live here." And the one girl that was sitting next to me said, "Yes, we do live here. We left our husbands at home because today is my birthday." I said, "Today's your birthday?" I said, "May I ask how old you are?" And she says, "I turned 70. I said, "Congratulations." So here they are sitting here. And she goes, "Well, what are you doing here?" I said, "Well, he had back surgery 3 weeks ago. We're here for his follow-up. And so we're going tomorrow at 2:45 for his follow-up appointment." And she's like, I said, she said, I need carpal tunnel surgery or something like that. And I'm like, "Oh, wow." I said, "You know what? We're actually launching a product." I turn around, I show her my patch behind my neck. I said, "We're actually launching this product that I'm positive 1000% will help you.
Listen to what she said. She's confident. She's believing it's going to help her.
1000% positive. It will help you. And there is a huge income opportunity. Why is there a huge income opportunity? Because no one knows about it. No one knows about it in this whole restaurant. And she said, well, you know what? I am completely interested. So, okay, make a long story short. Now here we are. That was what, a week and a half ago. I have been tagging her, calling her, texting her, following up, talking to her on the phone. We did a call today with her, answering about maybe 8 questions. And she's filling out her form, and she says, listen, I have to be honest with you. My husband is an artist, and like a painting artist, and I had to go back to work full time. I said, girl, we are going to get you out of that. She said, I am all in. That's our convention in January. So she said, listen, I am all in. I am so fired up. She's filling out her form. We texted her the enrollment form. It's in the other room. We texted her the enrollment form, and she's going to snapshot it. We just got off the phone with her before we got on the Zoom. So listen, that is so quick and so brief. Then another one, we're talking to a girl at a different restaurant because obviously we're there for surgery for Steve. And we're at a different restaurant now. I'm giving you a different scenario. And I'm talking to these two girls. Well, they were just loud and crazy and not even focused. And so as we're leaving, this couple that was sitting at the restaurant gets up out of their seats. She takes her business card.
Sneaks around the corner, Gina.
Around. Okay, so I'm talking to two girls that were kind of like, they're interested, but, you know, kind of maybe like drinking too much or whatever. So, but it was one of their birthdays. So she hands me her card and she leans forward. Her name is Mandy. And she said, call me. I am totally looking. We are interested. Call me so we can get together. So I have been at that appointment trying to get a hold of her, this is when he was having his back surgery the next morning. Okay. So I go back for my 3-week follow-up, and I call her and say, hey, can we meet? She said, well, you know, my husband's out of town, blah, 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 blah. So we never get to meet up. So I have been going through my phone, my follow-ups. I text her and I said, listen, just be honest. If you're not interested, it's okay. I'm moving on because, you know, I mean, I don't think I said I'm moving on, but I just said, just get with me. If you're interested, let me know. If you're not, it's okay. Let's just be clear on this. She texts me back, oh my gosh, Gina, I am so interested. My dad has cancer. I have been feeding him. I'm moving him to be by us in Vail. He's in Kansas City. So listen, people are looking and they are listening to everything you're saying. They're watching you. They're listening to you. It's amazing what happens. Then we were on the airplane flying to Vail before we left, and there was a couple sitting in front of us. So how do you start a conversation that you don't know anyone? Okay, I can talk to the wall, but the wall don't answer, and it won't enroll. So this couple's in front of us. They got a little dog, him and her. They get off at Vail exactly where we are. They're so sharp, so nice. He's got a Ferrari jacket and a Ferrari hat. And he said, oh, wow, do you own a Ferrari dealership? And he's like, no, but my best friends do. And I said, well, where do you guys live? And he says, we live in Fort Lauderdale. I said, oh, great. You're going to Vail? So we start chit-chatting. Okay. Guys, we completely lost his number. It's in Steve's phone, but we are brain farting. What is his name? So his name is Kim. Okay, you would never think, but you know, his name is Kim. We have another Kim that's a guy. So we are thinking, oh my gosh, we lost his number. They're so sharp. You know, we want to meet with them. So we are going to the elevator. Okay,
this is all follow-up.
This is all God
at the hospital.
This is why you know what you're doing is so powerful. We're at the elevator. Who walks by? Kim. Woo! So
we've been looking for you. We lost your number in my phone. We want to go to dinner with you. We got to talk to you about this technology. He says, please, we really want to go meet with you. Now, they pushed us off.
So we did set up dinner plans with them, but then they went to a different city, Aspen, and they texted us and said, hey, guys, would you be okay if we take a rain check? We want to get with you, but we decided to stay another day. And Aspen was like, absolutely, have fun. They live right here by us, 20 minutes, 30 minutes away. So listen, you got to get on your game. People are looking.
Let me help a little bit too on how I got Kim's number.
Yeah.
So we met him on the airplane, this and that. Just before I drive off to go to the hotel where I'm going to have this back surgery, I meet him at the baggage claim, and I say, Kim, this might be a shot in the dark. I love that line. This might be a shot in the dark, but I'm on to something big.
And listen,
guy has a Ferrari jacket. I'm not sure if he owns one or not.
His friend did. So listen,
but he might own a Ferrari.
I don't know if he does. But anyways, listen, for someone who struggles talking, listen to what he says. Hey, this might be a shot in the dark.
And I'm sweating as I'm talking to him.
Struggle with talking to someone that you don't know. So listen and learn, because this is such an easy shift for you. And they go, yeah, what?
But I will say, there's a thing that God gave us here, and the word is, there's two words.
Yeah.
Stem cells. When you say that word, you can basically start a conversation with anyone. I've got this technology to reactivate stem cells, really. I said, hey, I don't have time. We're all breaking out of here. Give me your number and I'll text you some information. I never texted him the information. That's why I couldn't find it, because when you put it in an iPhone, I even looked it up. It says you can't say the date that you put it in. You just got to remember the name. So I didn't know the name. But point is, he was in my phone after he told me his name. We bumped into each other because he was going to the same clinic that I was to check on his hip that had to be done. Point is,
he even texted you after his MRI and said, my MRI is clear.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. So now when I got in the car, this is before my back surgery, I meet a gentleman, Chris, and this guy's a fun, really
and
spirited.
you said the same thing. This might be a shot in the dark.
But I never said nothing all the way there. People were chit-chatting, mostly him and Gina, because I don't say much. I don't know what to say. I'm just chatting, listening. But then I say, Chris, let me ask you something. He said, this really intrigued him. I said, do you see yourself? It seems like you really love doing this job, but do you see yourself doing this? This is like your dream job. Is this what you want to do the rest of your life? And he said, no, I got dreams and aspirations. And I said, well, you know what? This might be a shot in the dark, but I'm on to something. Now, I'm already at the hotel, and we got to unload the bag. So I know that I don't have to talk much, because I don't want to use a lot of effort. I'm not one to put a lot of, I'm not a chatty catty. I want to have energy.
But listen, he's not a chatty catty.
But I know how to get the name. The reason for the contact is to get the name.
Yeah.
But I don't do to this chit chat to find everything. Now, we do have in the action plan how to start a conversation. So I do know that form is the key.
That's right.
You have a family. Yes, I do. Do you have what do you like doing for fun? Moi, I'm sorry. What's your occupation? What's the two things people like to talk about? Their family and their work. So that's the first two things you start with. What, you have a family? Yeah, I got 2 kids. Hey, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm the manager of a Gold's Gym. Oh, that must be a fun career. I thought it would be, but I never get to see my kids. Bam, you already found what he's looking for right there. So I don't go any further and say, what do you like to do for fun? But that's recreation, okay? And then M is for motive. Is there something you're looking for that you can't get doing what you're doing? If you know this checklist that's right here, if you didn't get one, it's right there. I actually learned this years ago, and it's what you just make sure that you know. If you're not a good conversation starter, it teaches you just follow this checklist. They don't know you're doing it, but you know what to do because you know what to say.
Yeah.
People like to talk about family and their career, but I just brought it up, gave me his number. 2 days after my surgery, I'm still got wet stitches, if you know what I mean. I'm showing him the plan because not that I have to, I just don't want to practice on your people. You don't want to practice on your team's people. You just keep talking and doing it. But remember, whatever it takes, how many people do I got to talk to make this work? And you keep learning as you go. But I will say this much. Once you find people that are going to do it with or without you, you're just chasing them. So if you're not chasing your people and you're having to encourage them like, oh, I can't sponsor anybody. Oh, it's not working. That's not your guy or girl. Now, you work with what you got, but you got to find another one soon. Because when you find the ones that are going to go after their own dreams, you can't stop them. but you got to keep going. I mean, you got to have a bit of a competitive attitude. Think about whatever you did to win at what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm down on my luck, no influence, no nothing really to talk to per se, but I'm going to make this happen. Thinking I'm going to go do real estate when I can't even take a test, let alone how am I going to do this, right? But I'm thinking I'm going to do it. So I don't know where you're at, but you've got more influence, more going for you than I had when I started. But maybe it's the attitude. Maybe I was desperate. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But you've got to pull this out of you of what did you do to get to where you're at in life? You had some grit.
And
you
one
had some
thing I
fight.
asked Mike Hernandez, I said, Mike, how did you, because you said you really didn't need this business when we called you, how did you take this with such storm and such passion and determination? He says, Gina, I acted like I had $1 in my bank account. So maybe that's what we got to do. I don't know. But listen, keep your doors open with people. I went into the bank this yesterday and doing some banking, banking in there. And one of the girls, her name's Linda. We start chatting. Linda, how are you doing? She's like, oh, I've actually been better. I said, what happened? What's going on? Tell me what's going on. She said, well, my husband had a stroke a month ago. I said, I am so sorry. I did not know that. I said, Linda, right now, I'm sorry, but you know me. You know my heart. You know my passion. You know what we're doing. I'm launching this tiny little patch. I turned around and showed it to her again. Just a reminder. Listen, you got to get enrolled. You got to get him on this patch. So anyways, she comes by my house Friday, gives me her order form. I carry patches in my purse, my order form in my purse. She comes by, puts the order form underneath my mat because Steve and I were out with one of the kids for dinner, puts the order form underneath the mat, picks up 2 sleeves of patches that I'm lending her. And so today I go in to do more banking and she says to me, I put the patch on my husband Saturday morning, Sunday. He's in a nursing home, like doing rehabilitation place. And she says, Gina, I can already see a difference. I said, girl, do not stop. Keep doing it. She said, I am so excited that you came in. This is all God. She said, because for the price, what they're putting on him and putting in him is insane. She said, for what this product does, I am so excited. She said, I actually went on to your thisisitinfo.com site and I did all the research and studying, and I cannot believe that nothing goes in and through his body. I'm so excited. So listen, keep your doors open, keep your ears open as you're out and about.
Now, I want to tell you something real quick.
Yep.
I want to tell everybody that my latest conversation was the doctor who's the best in the world. When you see me, and you know that 90 days ago, when you see what they did to my neck, somebody saw my
Cindy and Jen at the house,
and then you see what they just did to my back only 4 weeks ago. Only 4 weeks ago. And then they just did this to my wrist. Okay. This doctor, this is what he does every day. Now, I mean, he has this scheduled, maybe 3 days a week. He does that surgeries or 4. But point is that he knows his patients. So I had to go. He called when I first saw my MRI. He said, can you get here tomorrow? And I flew the next day. That's right. You got to have time to do this. You can't just fly to Vail if you got a job.
And money to buy the ticket, money to buy the hotel.
You got to stay at a hotel. So I went there. I got stuck in a snowstorm. I don't want to go to the story, but point is that I meet him then. I meet him at the surgery. I meet him at the follow-up. This is my neck. Then I had to do x-rays on the back. I meet him again. I have the surgery, okay? Now I'm in the follow-up. So this is about the 6th, 7th, 8th time I've met him. Haven't said anything about the patch. Just get it done, okay? All of a sudden, Gina's my witness. He starts saying, I've never seen anyone recover this fast. He calls his colleagues in. I got an audience now. He's saying, look at this guy. He's standing tall. He looks 3 inches taller. I got a picture of me with him. It's an amazing photo, all right? And he's like, this is insane how fast you're recovering. I said, Doc, you want to know why? Yes, I want to know now. Now I'm standing and he's sitting, so I'm kind of like over the top of the doctor, you know what I mean? And I show him the patch that I'm wearing, just like I just showed you. And he's like, oh my gosh, I want that. My practice needs it. I'm in. Yep. Okay, listen, I wanted to say this for you because it only took me 30 seconds to talk to this doctor. But I'm right. I know kind of where to sift and sort and not act like a chatty catty and kind of push on something.
Yep.
Okay. He's come into my hospital bedroom and said, stand up. I want to see how strong you already are. The day that they gave the surgery, he already was testing how my neck was strong. My arms were stronger because of my neck. Second of all, the reason why I bring this up is because I want you to see that I never, rarely, ever, if any, get a medical question. No one ever asked me. Now, I don't know if they can negotiate your way out of high school in my brain or my head, but I never get anyone asking me anything that's complicated. It's all about business. Can I make it? How do we do it? And I'm pointing to the information. Even this guy didn't ask me a little any bit of a question.
Because he could see with his eyes.
Saw the recovery.
And he's done this surgery for years. So it's like he sees his age, he sees older ages, younger ages, and the healing process, guys. I'm telling you.
So, if
wake
you
up,
keep it simple and you point to the
thing.
information, this is so unstressful for us. But if you're saying something wrong, you could be making it stressful, because a medical question to me is very stressful. All right. So I want to make sure that you're saying the right thing. And I hope this talk tonight gets you going. Now, you still just keep going through talking to people. You can't say the wrong thing. So stem cells, opportunity. You have to make sure you talk about stem cells and opportunity every time. And that is how we're winning and making make it run. I've never seen anybody more excited. In fact, we didn't even talk about my other friend that's made cabinets here at the house, him and his wife. He said, I work all the time and I have to get free. It was like, and then he said to me, when is the meeting? I want to go to a meeting. All right. And he's busy. He doesn't have any time, but he wants to go to a meeting. So all I'm getting at is that I hardly even saying anything, and they're like saying stuff to me that they're interested.
And the
guys,
thing,
you have people in your cell phone.
right.
This is just a couple that we knew. They're not even like great friends. We just know them in our cell phone. So we didn't call them yet.
Yeah.
So you got people in your cell phone. You have to. I've been in for 38 months and I still
have enrolled someone. Stay in communication with them.
Or maybe they sponsored them and they didn't talk about the money.
Yeah, well, the realtor that we bought the house from Utah with, he just texted. I mean,
I gotta do it.
Stay the relationship with him. Come on, let's go. Get on the Zoom. You know, there's a great training, this and that. He just texted today and said, we're done. We got to get all in. We have played games. This is ridiculous. We see what's happening and we cannot be left behind, because the real estate is sucking wind, and his wife is a photographer, not doing well health-wise. Listen, keep your relationship strong and tight. You never know. Family ship, things happen, and you want them to be running with you and not something else, because this is such a wide open opportunity.
What if he would have quit? He's going to find one of you as a sponsor. That's what most people do in this business. They give up on themselves. They really gave up on themselves too soon. Who in their right mind doesn't want their stem cells active and to make $25,000 a week? I'd love to have that conversation with anyone, no matter who they are, because this is a lifestyle you deserve, but you got to go for it. You got to step it up. You got to figure out what's going on that you're not sponsoring somebody, or maybe be honest with yourself. 35 people, 70 per couple in a week. Show me your month. I want to see all those contacts, because if you don't have anyone to work with, you get the opportunity to go meet people, because you don't have someone to work with. I'm busy helping everybody, like Hayden knows. I'm calling his team, working with his team. So I appreciate that. He knows that I want to help him.
That's right.
And that's helping Paul and Linda. That's helping Cindy and Jens. What I'm saying, though, is I can't prospect because I'm helping the people, which I want to do, but you have all the time to find those people. Right. So let's go.
Right. So, hey, guys, we are going to log out of the Zoom. I'll let Cindy finish up, but thank you for having us, guys.
Get on the call tonight.
We pray that we pierced your heart, put a fire under your rear, and put urgency in your life, because there is a timing and there is momentum, and it is now go time, guys. God bless you.
When you get off tonight at 8 o'clock and then again at 10, Alan, Sherry, Hoover, they will sponsor anyone you put on. They will sponsor them. They're the most relatable. They're like a Steve and Gina duplicate. So get ready. It's going to be wild. Can't wait to see them in action. Starts at 8 o'clock and then at 10. Love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Oh, wow.
My gosh. Y'all, don't waste what you just received. This was so powerful and so incredible. I have to say one thing in closing. What they were talking about is that every single morning we all pray and we say, God, put people in our path, those that are needing hope or that are seeking hope or don't even know it exists. And I'm telling you, they show up in front of you. Like Steve said, we were in a retail store and somebody from the back of the store says, hey, I think what you're talking about, I need. So don't quit spreading every drop of everything you got tonight because somebody needs it and that's going to explode your team. We love you so much. Thank you all for joining us. God bless you. Have an absolutely incredible rest of your week. And remember, somebody is praying for you to show up. Just go out and talk to everyone to find out who they are. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Love you guys.